count me up, never turn me down. This is strictly for the coach. Trill.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl Antonia. We back out here on Amped Up Live.
Let's go.
We got your boy T in the building.
What's happening?
Hey, and we have a guest tonight.
Special guest. Let's go.
Yes, we have Ace DeNiro in the building.
Let's talk about it. Ace, what's up, baby?
What's good? Welcome to Amped Up Live.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all.
Man, I appreciate you for being here, man.
Yeah.
First of all, how you feeling, Ace, man? We glad to have you in the building, man.
Honestly, I'm just glad to be alive, surviving.
That's what I'm talking about. That's off the top. Off the top. That's real,
So
man.
where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Flatbush.
Yeah, my
Brooklyn,
family
New
from
York.
there too.
Yeah?
Yeah, Canarsie and Flatbush, Brooklyn. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where are you? Like, what is your family? Where are they from?
My father, he originates from the Caribbean, so
What part?
Okay.
Haiti.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to my
And
Zoes.
Brazil.
What's
Nice.
That's real, man. It's real.
Nice. Yeah, my family was in Flatbush, like on like Albemarle and East 18th Street.
Okay,
Right
yeah.
by Church Ave.
I was about to say we
Yeah.
was on church.
Yeah.
I was on 91st. That was the 90s and all that.
Nice.
My mother, Native American,
Wow.
Asian.
Wow.
So I'm
you are
cultural,
mixed.
man. Yeah,
So
that's
the food in the
cultural.
house was wild.
Yeah.
All the flavors.
Listen,
What you eat, bro? All time you eat that? Do you eat your family culture, like mom culture, and you eat all of that?
it's funny because like in the area we're at, they're just now starting to branch out and have more mom and pop rice and chicken spots type thing. So I always tell my lady, like, yo, I'd rather do rice and chicken every day over burgers and pizza and all
real,
that.
for sure,
So like
for
my
sure.
pops used to tell me when he first came to America, he couldn't even eat pizza because the concept to him was so crazy. He was like, you bite into it and the cheeses and all that.
Whoa.
He like, yo, like a little crazy to me. So growing up, it was rice and chicken. Depending on what household I was in, fried rice, white rice, baked chicken, grilled chicken, grill.
Definitely ate the
Wow.
culture.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
definitely ate. Okay, that's
That is-
tight. That's
I
tight.
love that. I love that.
Appreciate you.
So how was life growing up?
Honestly, it was cool. Both of my parents was working. My
in New York.
pops,
This was
yeah,
right.
my pops, ex-marine, ex-military.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to
So how was that? Was he always home? Or?
Apparently, for what I'm told, he did this military thing before I was ever thought of.
Okay.
I guess he enlisted like in the early 70s.
Gotcha.
So my older sister would have more information on that.
So he's no longer here.
No, my pops is still
Oh,
alive.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he's around.
Oh, the way you said it is more like.
Oh nah, he just a cold smooth player. You know?
Oh, hello.
Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, it's hard to get
Shout out to Pops,
it's hard to get a
man.
lot out of him. He taught me a lot. He
That's
taught
the
us a
Haitian
lot.
in him.
Yeah, you know what I'm
right.
saying. So, just growing up in that household, we grew up in
How
my
many were you? You were one of like
four.
four.
I'm the only boy.
Wow.
Three
Youngest?
sisters. Nah, I'm actually the second youngest.
Okay. Okay.
So I got two older sisters.
And one younger.
But just some stories they tell me. In my mother's house, you know, they grew up Baptist, so it was real church every Sunday. My grandmother was in the church; she was in the choir and all that.
Nice.
Always talking about God, always preaching the word and all this and that. Growing up in my father's parents' house, they were Catholic. So it was church every day. It wasn't. It's like that skit on the Jada album. Y'all got church on Sunday, Wednesday, every day.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Really like that.
Yeah, grandma and grandpa was always in church. So it was like no long, no short skirts, no. My pop. That's actually how my pops joined the military.
Really?
Him and my grandfather used to always go
American?
at.
It was American U.S. military here?
Yeah,
Oh,
the Marines.
shoot.
Yeah, he was
Like,
in the Marines.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was like real heavy with the Black Panther
So he was
movement.
born in Haiti, came here, and served.
Yeah. It's
Man, was with the Black Panther movement.
yeah, nah, it's a
was
long
different.
story. Like I get I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but I guess in Haiti things was like my grandmother, rest in peace. There was just a lot of different things going on out there, so they came to America. I'm not gonna say almost seeking asylum, but things weren't right.
Right.
So
of
they
course.
came to New York. You know, real militant. and him and I guess that's where I get my warrior spirit from, because apparently he joined the military. He used to have braids in his head, and his pops was like, "Yo, when you come home, or when I come home from church, the braids better be out your head." And he was like, "I hear you."
Wow.
So grandpops came home from church. His hair was still braided, his bags was packed, and he's like, "I'm going to Ellis Island. You what? Like, I'd rather do that than deal with you." So that's where the military started for him. So I think that's where my whole rebel mentality comes from on that front.
Wow.
My mother, she comes from Georgia, and we talking like 50s Georgia. So my grandfather and my aunt and my mother, they tell me stories about how KKK was burning crosses in their yard and all that.
Damn.
So that's how they came to New York. And
so your grandmother was a first generation here.
Right. Yeah.
Dang.
Family history, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
man. So I come from a long line of, we don't play that.
For real.
We gonna do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
have you been to Haiti?
I personally never been.
I've met a lot of Haitians that haven't, because it's not a
Yeah,
place
no,
where it's
that's a joke. It's it's like a thing where it's like, I meet a lot of people and they be like, they just look at me and be like, "Oh, you Zoe?" And I be like, "Yeah." And they start speaking that, they start talking Creole, and I'm like, "Dog, I don't know what you're talking
Oh
about."
wow, you don't speak it either.
They're like, "You not Zoe?" And I'm like,
But you are a third generation.
I'm like, "Whatever, bro. You want to see me? Come see me. Bro. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying?"
So your mom was born there and your dad was born there.
My mother was my father was born in Haiti. My mother was born in Georgia.
Okay, but his mother was born
in Haiti.
And so she came.
They
came at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
Like I said, from what I'm told, because like I said, my family, that we're an interesting bunch. From what I'm told, my dad was born in Haiti with his sisters, his brothers, whatever was going on out there.
Right.
They came to America. Everything was love. Stayed ever since.
But why did you do this? Like, why wouldn't it be that? All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Commercial break. That's dope, though. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you have any hobbies while you were growing up early in the years?
My big thing was actually baseball. Baseball, artistry. I love to draw. My dad wanted to be an architect. He used to go to Brooklyn. He actually went to Brooklyn Tech for architecture. But I actually don't know the story behind why that didn't continue. I don't know what that was.
You gotta
about.
have your dad on here next.
Oh yeah, nah. Listen, he cold as ice. He might not say too much. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, hello, father. He gonna be like,
yeah. He gonna look at me. He gonna ask him a question. He gonna look at me. I'm gonna just look down to the floor like I don't even know what they got down there. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
But my mother, like I said, grew up in the church. She's been in nursing her entire life. Retired from nursing and all that. My sisters, they was big into music. My oldest sister wanted to be a teacher. My second oldest sister, she wanted to be in music. Like, she's actually one that put me on the music. Like, growing up in my house, like, music was always a thing. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, my mom might be playing gospel music. My dad's playing punk rock. You know what I'm saying?
what?
So I might wake up one day listening to Bob Marley.
Yes.
Then she cooking dinner, and then all of a sudden, Aretha Franklin's playing.
Yes.
So we always just grew up around music and all
love
that.
that.
I just always loved music. I just loved the sound, the frequency. I didn't learn about frequency and all that until I got older, but I just knew how the music made me feel. So like just growing up, like that was always like my safe place. Like it was just like whatever was going on in the world, I play a certain song. Just hear a certain song, like it just would just take away whatever BS was going on around me. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then my grandparents, I don't really remember. I was real young. I really don't remember too much. From my father's side, I just know like they was real strict. They was real heavy in the church, and it was just, you know, God first and whatever. And then my mother's side, it was a little more freelance. Like it was a little more, you got a little bit more freedom and all that. But we actually ended up moving to Florida when I was younger. So I would bounce back and forth between New York and South Florida. So when I came to South Florida, that's when I started hearing a whole different flavor of music. That's when I started hearing, was it Stick? Jukin', Stick and Move.
Well, before you get to Florida, what artists, like which artists were you more into?
As a child?
Yeah. Or the sound of music.
Oh wow. Honestly, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, this might make a lot of people go, I ain't know that, but that 80s synth, that synth sound, so like Hall and Oates and just the Space Needles and all that, I love that. Whitney Houston, my mother, she loved Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Like that was my dad. He loved Prince, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of that growing up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, personally, like I said, it'd be Scorpion this second, then the next minute is they playing Seal.
Yeah.
And then he might just pop in DJ Quick. Like that's my fault. That was the first time I heard rap music was DJ Quick.
Wow.
My dad used to have a cassette tape. I remember him taking me to school, and he had DJ Quick in. He knew all the lyrics, and I'm looking at my pops like, I don't know what you talking about, but
that's crazy. He was musically inclined. For
yeah,
sure he was
like
into
I'm
it.
like, I don't know what you talking about, but this is that. Like I'm with it. So DJ Quick was like the first, I want to say the first rap music I really heard. But just like I said, just growing up in New York,
Right.
I was hearing anything. I was hearing the old reggae. The Italians was playing Frank Sinatra and all that.
Right.
So it was just a mix of just everything, anything. So like culturally, I never really had like a specific like, oh, this is my joint. But I just love the sound. I just love how the music made me feel. You know what I'm saying?
And you said that was like an escape for you too. When you heard music, it'll take anything away. So you ran to that a lot growing up. When you're going through something, it was music.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So I remember, we eating dinner, gunshots. Now we got everybody laying on the ground. We looking crazy. And I'm looking around like, it didn't really scare me so much. Because I was kind of confused. Like, I didn't really understand what was going on. But I just, like, like certain things and just certain things I saw didn't affect me, I guess, in the way it would affect the average child. So it was like my parents would tell me one thing, but I felt a different way. So, like I said,
What do you mean? For example, like what?
So, like, the first time I heard gunshots and people running and screaming and all this and that, like, it didn't scare me. Like, I don't know, like, just how my mind is, like, I don't run from fear.
It's like a survival. No.
See,
because you're not like.
I don't know, like, I just I don't know the word for it, and if I do, I just can't think of it in the moment. But like, I didn't really understand fear until I had my child. Like before that, like I was just a wild card. That's kind of why they call me Ace. Like I was always like, so it's like.
So were you really wild when you were young and you first heard the gunshot?
Like
you was
I
like,
was,
oh. Okay.
Yeah, like I was kind of like, what y'all ducking for? Like, but I didn't understand bullets can kill you type thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But like I always had like it sounds crazy, but I always had a fascination with like guns and just the mobsters, the gangsters. Because like I said, I'm from Brooklyn, so I'd see it from all sides. But at
you had this fascination before you heard the gunshots.
Yeah, because
so you were already like.
So let me rewind a little bit. My fault. So on my mother's side, all her uncles was in the military.
Oh, okay.
All of them. Army, Air Force, Navy, all of them.
God.
So they would tell me stories about how they came home from Vietnam. Just all types of craziness. But to me, it didn't really, as a child, like your mind can't conceive certain things. So to you, you're kind of like, that don't sound too bad. That sounds like an adventure. That sounds like fun.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. But it was the after effects. So like I have one of my mother's uncles, she would tell me how he would have nightmares at night about just swallowing bullets. I guess he was in a POW camp. So he would have nightmares, just boom, he waking up. He can't sleep at night. He would just bug out, you know what I'm saying, at random times. I don't remember any of this personally, but just the stories they would tell me. So like I said, I'm just hearing that from my mother's side, and then my father's actually being in, like, personally, like, in my home,
Right.
telling me about the Marines and Ellis Island, and when you go to training, they shooting live rounds over your head. They throwing
What?
grenades. You doing
Jarhead.
this. You jumping out of this and that. You in the
'cause
water
that's what
with
you're
it.
gonna experience.
Yeah. So
yeah.
growing up, to me, like, I'm hearing this, but outside, I'm seeing it at the same time.
So you're like,
So-
shit, we all gotta go through this.
Yeah, so in my head,
Damn.
at a young age, I'm like, I guess this is just a part of life.
Damn.
You telling me y'all military, you join the military, I guess it's just natural for me to join at some point. I didn't really see it as like, oh, there's options. I just thought this is what men do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, just meeting other friends I had and just different cultures and stories they would tell me. And I'm just like, so it just goes down everywhere. Overseas, over here. Like I said, the reason why they came to America, my family, was going down in Haiti. So that's why, to me, at a young age, I'm not saying I respected violence, but I understood, like, that's just kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a child.
I
I
forgot
can't
the word, but it's like when you're adapted to what you're just accustomed to. You know, it's just
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like I'm coming home from school. My mother and my grandmother talking, and they, oh, you heard what happened to such and such on such and such? Did you see what happened? They picked up whatever. So just things not being, I guess you could say, Christian or correct seemed normal. So that's why, like, growing up, I just thought it was funny how everyone bases their lives off religion, but I just always felt like they put religion to the back burner, and they're not actually upholding the laws of what they believe in. So I was always inquisitive as a child. So that's why I was always like, you know, the preacher man, whatever. You got the nice car, you got the nice house. But, you know, you look down on the drug dealers, but the drug dealers is handing out turkeys and taking care of a whole block. You know what I'm saying? I see the mobsters. Oh, he's a bad guy. Stay away from him. Stay away from his kids and all this and that. But it's like he just took care of a whole family. You know what I'm saying? The church ain't do that.
right.
So it was just a mix of, it was just confusion for me personally, because it was like, all right, you're telling me this is the way I'm supposed to be, but what I'm seeing is the opposite of that, but it seems like that's working. So just as a young kid, I'm hearing things, I'm seeing things, so my mind is still, I'm still maturing. So I don't really understand things, but at the same time, I know, like, you either gonna be one way, like, you either gonna do what you gotta do, or you gonna run away from a fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing was, I'm gonna fight before I run. So that's why I always say, like, the guns and this and that, from what y'all tell me, they was doing whatever they was doing overseas, but they doing it right here at home too. So it was just kind of like, for me, it was just kind of like, it is what it is. Like, I can't outrun it. So just adapt to it. You know what I'm saying? Word.
And you said earlier, you were saying your sister was into that music. Is that how you got into music? You said she was, what did she do? She was listening, or she sung or something like that?
Like I said, my whole like, music was just always playing, but I feel like my second oldest sister, like, took more, because we're closer in age. We're 5 years apart compared to all my other siblings. Like, we're further apart in years. So me and her were together for majority of our lives, like, closest. And she was always just playing, like, I remember 112. She was playing Spice Girls. What was my son in them? Boys to Men and all this and that.
Yes.
And my older sister, like I said, the age gap. So she was already off to college. And I remember, I want to say it was like, I think my 8th birthday, the first piece of music I actually received was Outkast, AT So she sent me that for my birthday.
Classic.
And I just remember putting that in the
Tape that.
for the young kids that might not understand what a tape player is, or a radio. You know what I'm saying? I'd pop open, throw the tape in, and I'm just listening to it. And I remember the first rap song I memorized was throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just
real hip-hop.
but it wasn't even the what, because like I said, I'm 8. I don't know what they're actually talking about.
Yeah,
but it's just the feel.
Yeah, I got
so
you.
just that how it almost sound like alien, that whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
So I would hear that and I don't know what he's talking about, but this is that. You know what I'm saying? So from that, like I'm just playing with different CDs I find around the crib. My mother, I remember I found her George Benson CD. I'm listening to George Benson, and I'm just like, this is a cold cat, man. I'm listening to Bob Marley. I'm listening to, what was my favorite joint? Oh man, that's crazy. The Bob Marley CD. 'Cause I remember I actually ended up scratching it. She was at work one day, and I put it in the joint.
Mom was hot.
And I just kept running it back. And I remember thinking the CD player was a turntable. So I'm trying to scratch the disc.
Trying to get a scratch in.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to but it was Mystic. There's a Mystic in the air tonight. Natural Mystic. I'm sorry. Natural Mystic was my So I heard Bob. First time I heard Bob, it was Natural Mystic. There's a natural mystic in the air. But like I felt
That's
it.
one of my favorite songs by him.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like I just heard it. Like I felt like Like I felt like
you
Bob
could feel
was
that.
there.
It's airy.
Yeah.
Word.
For sure.
Exactly.
Oh, that's my song.
Buffalo Soldiers and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But like I said, growing up, my pops, he was real militant. Like he was real, you gotta have this before you have anything else. So he always tried to put me and my sisters on to like the real world and black pride and having pride in self and knowledge of self and all that. So all that combined, like it just kind of set me on like this whole little thing, like Marcus Garvey, Haile Selassie and all that. Like I remember I actually got in trouble in school when I was younger because they were talking about when the French invaded Africa, and they was like, oh yeah, they seen the Sphinx and they noticed that the nose fell off due to erosion, and I was like, that's a lie. I was told that the French shot the nose off the Sphinx because they didn't want history to know that black people built it. And they was just like, yeah, we not calling on him no more.
Damn.
That was it for that.
And then I remember hearing the Nas track when I got older, and he was talking about how they shot the nose off the Sphinx and all that. And I was like, okay, so my pops isn't crazy. He knows what he's talking about.
Shout out to Pops, man, for
Yeah.
sure.
That.
Word.
So you get to Florida, you hear this new sound.
Yeah.
What was it, like that joke? That I don't know. Honestly, I don't know that type of music.
Honestly.
But what is it like? You said a stick? What is it?
Stick and pop, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when you like
It's
joke
like
and like?
City Boy. The first joint I heard was City Boy. It was the dance. I'm sorry.
Like-
The dance was City Boy.
Oh,
But it
okay.
was what's my son?
And this is
Iceberg.
where? Like, what county is this?
Broward County.
Broward.
Sunrise.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was in Sunrise, and I just remember all the kids, just everybody dressed different. The music was different. The style was different. I remember, what was hot back then? 99 Jams.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That was when Take It to the House first came out.
WEDR, Trick Daddy.
Yeah, I remember seeing that
Take It to
video.
the House.
Trina and them.
Yeah, they definitely had the music that era on the chokehold for
Yeah.
sure.
I think back then, DJ Khaled was on 99 Jams.
99 Jams. I
Back then,
remember-
DJ Khaled was on 99 Jams.
Yeah, I remember my mom used to tell me to go to sleep. I'd sneak the radio. I get my little tape, and I'm just recording all the music. I remember,
Damn.
it's
you
actually
could do
crazy.
that. You could do that back then. Yeah.
It's actually crazy. The first time I heard Hard Knock Life, I was actually in Florida and didn't even know who Jay-Z was.
What?
So I'm hearing Hard Knock Life, and I'm like, and I'm hearing the sample, and I'm like, that sounds like Annie.
Yeah.
And then I'm just listening to it, and I'm like, this is tough. I don't know what he's talking about, but this is tough. And I'm just, just going through the motions, just trying to fit in. Because like I said, I'm the new kid. I don't know nobody. So and I used to have long hair too, so they used to pick on me, like they used to call me a girl and this and that. But like I said, my mother's Native American, so we didn't cut our hair. So I had real long braids when I moved to Florida. So he's a girl, he's this, he's that. So I'm getting in fights and
So you the one who started this long hair thing down here for the men with the locks. I see.
I see what's going on.
I'm not gonna say I didn't, but I'm not gonna say I did either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying.
I see. That's
Word.
dope.
Word.
That's
96, 98. You're welcome.
You been on that, man. Stop playing.
Yeah, man.
So when did you start getting into music, and how did that go?
I want to say, I can't remember the exact year, but I remember I got a PlayStation for Christmas. And there was this kid I used to know. I'm not going to say his name, that's my man's, but statute of limitations, you know, that music burning and CD burning, but he burned me MTV Music Generator. Oh. And I remember I put that in the PlayStation. You can make your own beats and all this and that, and I'm just...
Oh, you went back with that one. You went back. We talking about PlayStation 1, ain't it?
Yeah, the gray joint. Where you press the button and it open like this.
Pop up. I still got mine.
You gotta...
Yeah.
It was the PlayStation. I remember I had MTV Music Generator. And this was back when you still had Blockbuster and all that. And my dad, like, you know, if we did good in school, he'd take us to Blockbuster on Fridays or whatever. We go get a game. My sister go get whatever game. And I'm like, I don't want no new games. I just want to play Music Generator. And then Parappa the Rapper came out.
That's my game.
Yeah, Parappa the Rapper came out.
That's my shit.
And I'm listening to that, and
he's rapping.
Yeah, it was the.
I can't beat level 3 right now. Still.
Oh man,
that's with the frog.
Yeah,
when he's like in the rain or in the snow. Like I'm dead ass. I'm really playing it right now.
Oh, yeah, no, that was yeah, son. Like it was. I remember the Onion Head, the Karate Master.
That's the first one. Then the car one.
Punch.
Yeah, chop, kick, block.
Yeah, yes! So
It's crazy.
But I was
playing that right now too. You started and she's playing it now.
Don't worry about it. That's crazy. But I was playing it when I was younger too. But now it's like, you know, you have like emulator consoles, so they have like 1,001 games in this like old classic game.
That was my joint.
So I'm like, oh, that's my throwback feeling game, and I still can't beat it to this day. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no.
So that started the vibe in you, and then what that jumped to after the PlayStation. Or what did that transpire with you?
Because you were really into gaming, it sounds like, or not even gaming. You were just more into like creating. You're like a beat maker,
like
producing.
I wasn't like, all right, so. Sorry, mom and dad, but so like my parents was always working, so it was like when they was in the crib, I'm playing the game.
Right.
If they not home, I'm outside with it. My sister was just like, yo, just don't get in trouble.
Right.
Just don't do nothing to get me in trouble.
Right.
Do what you gonna do. So now I'm outside. Now I'm learning life.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. The South. Oh, what's this? What's that? What's this mean? What that mean? Woo, woo. So I'm just outside learning life. Come home, playing the video game again, whatever. And then this is when the Neptunes got hot. Like I said, my mans was burning CDs. So, like, I think back then, my son wanted like $1 per CD. So my sister knew a kid. He was like, yo, I get you whole albums. I get you. Like, remember back in the day when you had the booklet?
Yeah.
You
open it up.
Yeah. Multiple CDs.
So my sister was just like, yo, like, what music you want? And I'm like, I don't know. What's out there?
Yeah.
So the first joint was, it was the Neptunes. And I just remember hearing all the Space Needles and all the different sounds and Just Blaze with Rockefeller. Back then, I didn't really care for lyrics. I was just listening for sounds. So for me back then, just getting these burned CDs, it was Just Blaze. What was it? NBA Live came out, and I want to say like Rockefeller did like the whole album. So you got the game, and then you got the actual
soundtrack of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And all I hear is Just Blaze.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing the beats, and they just rap. They going crazy, and I'm just like, dog.
Yeah.
How do you do that? So that's when I really started to get into music production. And then I realized, like, dang, I ain't got the bread for nothing. Like the Akai Pro and the beat machines and this and that and boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And I'm like, I ain't got bread for none of this. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get the money for this, but this is what I want to do. So I remember just studying, just listening to music. Like I said, I'm listening to rock. I'm listening to AFI, Avenged Sevenfold. I'm listening to the what was my son, Daft Punk. I'm listening to techno. Missy was hot back then. What was that one joint? If you want me, let
It's
me
my
know.
dog.
And I remember the violin on that, and I'm like, this is crazy. And then I remember finding out about Timbaland, Dark Child, and all these. I'm learning producers at this point, and I'm just like, damn, son, like how can I do what they do? You know what I'm saying? Like how can I do that? But I knew I needed money to be able to acquire this equipment, because my parents, not saying my parents didn't have it, but they didn't have it like that. Like, we wasn't struggling, but they also wasn't gonna buy me $1,000 beat maker. They wasn't gonna buy me turntables and all this and that. And I don't blame them for that. So, cause my parents, their whole thing was always school. Get your grades up.
Absolutely.
Do good in school. We'll take care of you. Be a child. Do good. Once you grow up and get out of this house, do whatever you want.
Old school values.
But while you living here,
Sure.
you gonna go to church. You gonna go to school. Respect
Foundation.
yourself. Respect the people around you. Outside of that, don't matter. But in here, this is that.
Did you get any spankings?
Actually, nah. Like, that's the crazy part.
Wow, that's good.
But see, there's a whole thing to that. Like, I guess, like, my grandfather used to, like, wow, like, on my pops. So my pops had a thing with him where he's like, I'm not going to do that to my kids.
He broke that generational curse.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. My pops and his dad kind of always had their own little thing. So,
Wow.
yeah. So, yeah, that didn't happen.
Did your grandpa come to America? Or he stayed in Haiti?
Nah, he came to America. I don't know when I want to say they all came together.
Oh, okay.
But, nah, yeah, he's still in Brooklyn to this day. I want to say.
What?
Yeah, I would say my grandfather was like 100 and something years old to this day. Yeah, man.
What's his
Shout out
eating
to
habits
grandfather,
like?
man.
Haitian food.
Haitian
You know what I'm
food.
saying? That's what he eat. Rice, chicken, grill, goat.
It's not
all
processed.
That.
That's
Word.
long.
He don't do. I ain't never seen that man eat a cheeseburger, McDonald's.
Wow.
None of that. Every
Old school.
night,
Old school.
cook the food, cook the rice and chicken. That's all I've ever seen that
love
man
that.
eat. Word.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
So what's life like now? What's going on? How's did you continue to pursue music? Are you still
Honestly, I'm just surviving. You know what I'm saying? I'm with whatever. I'm not. When I was younger, I thought one way. Now I'm older, and I've learned like this, especially with the internet and technology and all this and that. Like, there's numerous sources of income and all that. Like, you ain't got to be in the streets. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do that.
100%.
So like, I do a little bit of everything. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was selling sneakers, breeding dogs, pressure washing,
hell yeah, hustling?
writing music, doing tattoos, trying to do this podcast joint.
So your artistry, you were legitly drawing and
Yeah,
Wow.
like, yeah. That,
where did you learn that from? Your mom?
I get it from my father, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, my
That's
father
like
could
you're like
draw.
I think that's like the second person I know whose father is Haitian and he's like a painter or an artist.
Yeah, my father was
That's
nice.
probably really big.
I used to see like a lot of his sketches. My oldest sister could draw too, and just as a kid, like I was always winning art contests and.
Oh, so you nice with it.
Yeah, like, see, I can't. My thing is, I can't do like realism. Like, I can't look at a person and draw like they face,
Right.
but I could draw like the outline. I could draw this whole joint right here, but your face would look crazy. But if I just leave you faceless, it looked like somebody took a picture. So like at the time, anime was hot, so I used to do like a lot of anime competitions, like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. I'd win those. Yeah, I was real nice with the artistry. In high school, one of my teachers was actually like, you should like think about going to art school, and your painting should be up here and this and that. But at the time, I was more like into fashion, so like I wanted to like more design clothes. I really wasn't thinking about like drawing and like this and that, like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a painting, whatever. I was more, like I said, I'm from New York, so it was all about being fly, stylish, and all this and that. On my Harlem homies, it was always Dapper Dan, 101. You ain't got this, you can't even find this. So like growing up, it was like, yo, you gotta be the flyest on the block, or you gotta look a certain way. Even my parents was on that. Even my parents was like, you're not just gonna walk out this house looking like a ragamuffin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As they would say, a vagabond.
Oh yeah, vagabond.
Yeah, like you gonna look like something. So I was really big on fashion for a while. Like, I wanted to design clothes.
Wow.
I wanted to make beats. I wanted to design, do this, work for them, work for that person. So I thought it was funny that the same people I followed musically started doing clothes and fashion, and I'm like, ain't that crazy? So like I found out like Pharrell, like me and Pharrell's birthdays are like 2 days apart.
Ooh.
Me and
When
Currency.
is that? When's your birthday?
April 4th.
Oh wow.
So I want to say Pharrell's birthday is like the 2nd or like the 5th or something.
Wow.
Currency, same thing. He's an Aries. He's like right next to me. Who's another? Larry June. I think his birthday is like right around April somewhere, something crazy like that. So I was just like, I don't know, maybe it's just an Aries thing, but I just always like to like create, like just make something. I was never really
like a one avenue guy. It was like a whole
like
artistry.
I hated going to the store, getting a T-shirt, and then I go to school and he got the same shirt.
Yeah, you're not
on.
a basic.
I'm like,
you're not that. Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, what I'm gonna do? So
I hated that too.
word. So in high school, I started like designing sneakers and painting sneakers and
That's dope.
just all type of stuff. Doing graffiti. I used to do the blast on. I used to blast when I was down south. Me and my man used to ride around. We tagging everything up, spray cans, whatever. I used to that was like, I think that was my first hustle. And like, I want to say like 4th or 5th grade. This is when like bubble letters and all that was like mad cool. So I remember I'd go to Walgreens, get the Sharpies, and I'd write, like if it was your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever, I'd like write their, like I'd blast their name. Cause back then you had the binder with the clear front, so you could put the paper in it. So I was, what's your boyfriend's name? Evan. Boom. So I'm doing Evan. Bomb. $5. Boom.
Damn.
So
Been hustling.
Yeah.
So I'm just bomb. Oh, you want $5? Oh, you want me to do your math homework? $5.
Yeah.
So I was making I was never one to just, I need this, I need that. How I'm gonna do it? Like I always was. I'm gonna figure this out for myself. I don't want your handout. I respect it, like I appreciate it, but I never want somebody to be like, oh, he only did it because of me, or he owed me this, or it's this and that. So I always just was like, I'm gonna figure something out, some way, somehow. But yeah.
I want to go back to you with the witch because I wanted to know where that went to. When you was doing the beats on the PlayStation, where did that go? What did that take you to with this music?
That's when I started studying music. That's when I started studying music production. That's when I learned about sampling, writing.
So you started off making beats at first?
Yeah.
Before you ever rap?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, finish.
Yeah, because as a child, I'm a kid and I ain't never do nothing. So what I'm gonna rap about? So I didn't see the point in being a rapper. Like, what I'm gonna say? I'm 8. I live with my parents.
My Lego.
You started your first time making a beat when you started was how old were you?
Whenever I want to say between like 8 and 10.
Wow.
Whenever Music Generator came out. Whenever that came out, I was.
Oh, you
That's
started
dope.
young.
Yeah, I'm just even like my favorite I think it's dope. The Pack, they fell out, but like Sonic, Diddy, what was it, Donkey Kong and all that. I used to like literally start the game and wouldn't even play the game because I'm just listening to the intro. So like one of my favorite joints, it's 8-bit. One of my favorite joints is the intro to Donkey Kong Country. It's like do 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 do
Yeah.
do 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 do, and then they start bringing the drums in, and then they just start stacking it, and I'm just in the hood. I'm just in the crib.
It's crazy.
I don't even want to play the game. I just want to hear the engine. This is fire right here. So I'm listening to Sonic, the sound from the Sonic levels, Emerald Isle, and all this and that. And I'm like, yo, y'all don't hear this? Like, never mind the game. Like, y'all don't hear the music? Like, this is crazy. My favorite Street Fighter, Guile. When you fighting at the airbase. God, I
remember that. I remember that. You West
I'm like, y'all don't hear this?
That's crazy.
It's just me.
Bro, that's crazy.
You're like Einstein.
I haven't heard the Street Fighter theme for Guile in 2 years. You just did it. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I was I'm playing video games and I'm not even playing the game. I'm just listening to the music. So like once I really was like, yo, like this is what I want to do, I was like, all right, how am I gonna make the money to buy the equipment? Because I can't do it with just this PlayStation. Well, it's crazy because nowadays you probably can, but back then it was like, back then you had to have the computer, the laptop, the this, the that, the recording, the record, and I'm like, yo, I got about $20. This beat machine is $800.
Hell yeah.
I'm a little short. I don't think my parents can get this for me. So that's kind of when, I guess you could say, my adventures outside started. Cause I knew some people and, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, And I'm like, that sounds simple enough. That sounds easy. I'm with that. And then once I got into that, I wasn't even thinking about music no more. I'm like, yo, never mind the music. I'm getting money.
You got bread now.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, music is cool, but F all that. Like, let's get this money. Like, what we doing? So it went from, I was doing this, like everything was cool, and then things started kind of getting like this. Now I'm messing up in school. Now I'm skipping school. Now I'm just hanging out. Now I'm smoking, and then it kind of just...
A little spiral.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get older, you start meeting different people. You start maturing, your mind state changes. Yeah, man. Music was always there, but I kind of just always put it to the back because it was like, my thing was, this was paying me right now.
Right.
Like, music is cool and all that. I remember, it was something crazy. I remember, I think like 9th grade, I did a project on business class. And it's crazy because that class actually voted me most likely to succeed. I was actually proud of that because I had this whole brochure made about music production.
Wow.
I had Pharrell in there. I had Scott Storch in there. I'm talking about all these producers and they selling. Yeah, I'm like, they selling beats for $1 million. They selling beats for this and that. And this is like the Neptunes was like first taking off. Like it wasn't even, this is before it was just Pharrell. This is when it was still NERD. This is when it was the three of them. They riding down the street on the bicycles. Yeah. What was the one joint? This is how I feel. It's something society that makes me want to kill. And it sounds like, ooh, baby, you want me? Ooh, baby, you want... Yeah, so it was like that era. So it was kind of like music was kind of changing. And I'm like, you know, I like the sound, but F what these dudes is talking about. I'm going to go get this money. So, at that point, I just started putting music. I still love music, but for me, that wasn't the forefront anymore. For me, it was like, let's get as much money as possible. Once we done get money, we'll figure out what to do with it after that. But at the same time, I'm still a child. I don't know laws and how things actually work, consequences. I'm not thinking about things like that. I'm not thinking about how this is going to affect my parents. I'm not thinking about how this is going to affect my future life. I just know I'm a child. My boys is getting money. I'm getting money. Let's just do this until we can't get money no more. And that went on for a little bit. That's actually when we moved here. I think
when you say a little bit, how long that went on for? Until you moved here. From the time you paused, that little break.
I moved here at 16, so
8 years, 7, 8 years.
So I was probably, let me see, I moved here high school. Yeah, so I moved here 06, 16. So yeah, I was wilding. I'm coming home late. I got sneakers that they didn't pay for. I'm probably like 12, 13, 14 at this time. So that their thinking is, well, we left New York, so this wouldn't happen. And then we moved you down here, and you did it anyway. So we gonna move you somewhere else where that don't even happen at. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So then we move here, and I'm just like, what is really going on, son? And they left me. Like, that was the crazy part. Like, but it was kind of dope in a way. Now that I'm older, in retrospect, I can see what they were trying to do. They were trying to protect their only son. So I understand that, and I respect it. But in all honesty, it just got worse. They wasn't around. They was still down south trying to figure things out to come up here. I'm living with my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunt, and I'm really wilding. I ain't got no supervision, skipping school, smoking, and this is when I'm in Palm Bay. I remember walking to school. Oh, I'm walking to the bus stop. No sidewalk, no lights. I'll never forget this. I want to say my first day of school. No, second day of school riding the bus. I saw a warthog just like chilling like in a drain pipe, just standing there. And I remember looking at it and I'm just like,
this can't be life.
And I'm looking at other people like, y'all see what I see?
That's crazy.
But everyone's from around here, so to them it's normal. They grew up around here.
That's a squirrel.
So I went from over here to over here. And I'm just like, y'all don't see what I see. Y'all just, okay. All right. Warthog, whatever. And I remember, shout out to my man's Austin. That was the son rapping in the song I played.
Yeah, okay.
He was in my math class, 10th grade. And I remember, and I still had that New York mentality. I still had that city mentality. Because at the time, we rode the same bus, but I didn't know. So he's just trying to be friendly. And he's like, yo, you ride my bus, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, where you live at? And I'm like, cause I didn't know the name of the street, no nothing like that. And I'm just like, buy some trees. And the whole class busts out laughing. And I'm sitting there like, oh, y'all niggas trying to play me. Like, so y'all think I'm a cornball. Like, I'm just, all right, I got something for everybody. So, yeah, so I just kept to myself, just kept it real quiet. But me and bro would ride the bus every day. And me and him got real cool. I'm still my man to this day. And he put me on to a lot of things, and like I said, it just started to just progress. So I'm like, oh, so this is how y'all do it out here. Where I'm from, it's structured. Like, you can't just, freelance. You can't just be on this block doing this, doing that. You can't just be over here wearing this, wearing that. Like, you got to be with somebody, know somebody, plugged in, connected, whatever. Then I'm like, oh, y'all just really out here doing what y'all want. Y'all can just whatever. I'm with that. Let's go get some money. So now at this point, I'm wilding. You can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to school. I was always a good student. Don't get me wrong. Right. I was always good. Like, cause like I said, my household, like, you had bad grades. Like, it wasn't, you didn't really get reprimanded, but they made you feel a way till it's like, damn, I failed. So my household, having high grades and good grades was always a standard. So like I said, I always had good grades, but I had them just high enough to where they wouldn't trip. But at the same time, it's like, y'all could just like lean up off me, but I'm still gonna do what I want to do. So I'm getting good grades, but y'all don't know I'm skipping class. I'm getting good grades, but y'all don't know I'm doing this. I'm getting good grades, but y'all don't know I'm whatever. And it just slowly started just progressing to the point where now I'm a grown up and I'm trying to get about the crib, and it's just like, dog, like, what you trying to do with your life? You wanna go this way, you wanna go that way. And at that point, you really couldn't tell me nothing. I'm still adolescent minded, I'm still young minded. And I'm just like, dog, honestly, y'all believe in all this religion and this and that and whatever. The cards is gonna fall where they fall. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I always kind of had that rebel mentality of, I'm gonna rock out. You know what I'm saying? If something happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do about it? How many people not here because they caught a stray? So if I'm purposely in the way of something and it don't hurt me, clearly I'm still supposed to be here. So I was real knuckleheaded. I was real hard-headed. But around, I want to say, probably 19, 20, my first time getting jammed up. Ride with my man, we get pulled over. I got some butt on me. Whatever. I got a court case. Had to do with probation and all this and that. But at the same time, my parents had enrolled me at BCC. So they think I'm going to class. And when they think I'm going to class, I'm taking the car to go to probation.
Damn.
So I'm not even going to school. I'm still me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still outside. So it's like, well, what are your grades like? Oh, they cool. They good. Because at this point, they got my little sister, so I'm not the main focus anymore. So now it's like, well, he's kind of off doing his own thing. We got to raise this young one. So I'm out here still wilding, still thinking I'm untouchable, still thinking, and like I said, it just progressively got worse and worse, where it's just like, all right, now you going to jail, now you getting jammed up, now you need lawyers, now it's this, now it's that. And then it just got to a point personally where it was, for me personally, where I was just like, yeah, man, this whole tough image they tried to portray as a child, like, this ain't it. Like I said, when I was a kid and I'm seeing the gangsters and this and that and him and them and her and them, whatever, they get money and all this and that, but they don't tell you what comes with that on the other side. They don't tell you life in prison. They don't tell you about the back doors and how this man did whatever to this man because he looked at him funny, or whatever happened to him because he was 100 short. You know what I'm saying? So things like that really didn't register to me at a young age. So now that I'm older, I'm already kind of like, well, what it's gonna be is what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm with whatever. At this point, like I'm already here. What's gonna stop me now?
Go with the flow.
Yeah. So yeah, man. In and out of jail. Met my son's mother. We had this whole plan. We gonna do things right. I'm gonna leave the streets alone. I'm gonna get a good job and do the whole white picket fence, American dream thing.
So you was trying to get up out of there.
Yeah, that was the game plan. But you know, old habits die hard. So yeah, that was the plan. We actually got engaged in jail. That's the crazy part. I'm in jail, and I was just like, you know what? I'm sick of it. Like at that point, when we got engaged, when I was in jail, I want to say that was probably like my second or third time in there. I'm like, this ain't it, bro. Like, y'all niggas can't get out of jail for $50, $100. Like, you ain't got no one you can call for $100. You was outside doing all this and that. You ain't got $100, bro.
It's rough and it be like that.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, once reality, that's when it really hit for me. Like I said, between like 19, 20, 21. And I was like, yeah, son, I got to do something different because this ain't it. So, 2013, I'm on probation. Me and my man is riding around, still wilding. But once again, like I said, the plan was to leave all this alone. The plan. You always plan. What they say, you plan, God laughs.
For sure.
So the plan was leave everything alone, whatever. Last month on probation, get jammed up. Now I'm stuck, VOP, can't come home. So now I'm just in there, and I'm just like, dog, this cannot be the rest of my life. Like, I always heard the stories, like, you know, I'm doing 50, I'm doing 30, I'm doing da-da-da. And I'm like, dog, I've been in here a week. I don't want to do this. This is crazy. Niggas not cleaning themselves. Grown men telling you when to go to sleep. Like, dog, I'm used to just waking up, going to the store, buying some food, coming home, cooking food, playing my game, whatever, minding my business. Now I got somebody 6 p.m. Oh, yeah, lay down, go to sleep.
For sure.
And I'm just like, this is crazy, bro. Like, this isn't something I can get used to. I gotta do something. Like, I gotta switch up something. This can't be it. So I'm in there, and there was this one kid in there, Lanzo. Shout out to Lanzo. He loved music. He loved rapping. He just approached me one morning. I'm asleep. You know what I'm saying? Because they wake you up. 3 a.m. Child time. I'll never forget that mess. 3 a.m. Yeah, child time. God. I'm like, man, you waking me up for boiled eggs and milk cartons. Like, man, leave me alone, bro. So he comes to get me. He's like, yo, come rap, bro. Like, come freestyle, bro. Like, everyone's over here rapping and freestyling, bro. And I'm like,
hold on. And you hadn't rapped since back when? This was just a little
invite. I wasn't rapping. That's what I'm saying. When I was a kid, I was about beats. I was a child. So I had nothing to rap about.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you made the beat. You was finna make the beat. So
I was
you hadn't rapped at all.
I didn't care about lyrics and lyricism and who's the best and I got da-da-da-da. I didn't care about none of that. I'm a child. Like, because back then, who you had? Lil Romeo, Bow Wow, Sammy.
Oh,
now I'm like, what I'm going to rap about? Clothes I don't have. Yeah, I'm like, what I'm going to rap about? Like, I ain't got nothing to talk about. Jay-Z over here talking about this. Big Pun and them rapping about this. I don't even know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to rap about. I make the beats, though. You rap all over that.
For sure. And
then when I found out, what really got me on the beats heavy was when I found out A-Rap Music was making beats for Dipset, and he was like 13. So I'm like, okay, if he can do it, I know I can do it. I just need to get the money. But I lost sight of the music chasing the money. So
all the way when you got to Florida in jail, somebody offered you to rap.
Yeah, my man was like, yo, come freestyle, come rap with it. Because at this point, I'm older now, did things, been places. Now I got things to rap about.
You got something to say.
So, boom, we over there, we just freestyling, whatever. So, and at the time, I was in the tent with Buddy Rowe, and
how you think you did on that freestyle now? Your first one was the crowd feeling it. Walk me through the crowd before you go to Buddy Rowe. What the crowd was looking like? This your first freestyle. You did something with it?
Oh yeah, no, because I was just talking about what I like my life. Like it wasn't I'm in a Benz with the like nah,
I'm literally real life stuff.
Like I'm in here with you niggas locked up, da 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 da. the food is trash. Y'all don't wash your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just.
And they was feeling it.
Yeah,
So they was
like,
feeling that. I got you.
I'm just rapping.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we did our thing, whatever. Like I said, it's child time, whatever. Niggas go back to sleep. Niggas wake up. Niggas is up. Niggas is up at this point. So now, I'm brushing my teeth, whatever. Buddy Rowe come in. He washing his face. And I heard about Buddy Rowe, but I didn't know who he was. So when I moved here, everybody was like, "Oh, where you from? What do y'all?" I remember on the school bus, I remember there was this whole debate about who was better, the North or the South. And I remember they was talking about a lot of local dudes, and I ain't know none of them. And they're like, "Where you from?" And I'm like, "Dog, I'm from New York. We got who y'all got?" They're like, "Oh, we got." I'm like, "Y'all not seeing us, whatever." So I heard the name before, but I never really put the face to the voice, to the sound. So I'm in the bathroom brushing my teeth. Bro's in there washing his face, and he was just like, "Yo, bro, you rap?" And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I ain't no rap nigga, bro. Like, that shit sound like I'm the nigga rappers rap about. Like, He was like, "You probably should," and I was just like, "That's cool. I appreciate that. I'll think about it." And he was like, "Yeah, son, like when I get out, come holler at me in my studio."
Hold on. So why are you locked up? At this point now, let me mention Buddy Rowe, one of the biggest artists in Brevard. You meet the biggest artist in Brevard, don't know him out the blue, and he asks you to rap. Yeah, that's crazy.
Not gonna lie,
Shout
I am
out to
a
Buddy
huge fan of Buddy
Shout out to
Rowe.
Buddy Rowe. That's
Shout
crazy.
out to you, Buddy Rowe. First off, I don't know if
Ace.
y'all know,
That's crazy. Shout out
but
to
I
Ace. That's
shoot
crazy.
films, and he was actually my first film.
I'm done with
Oh,
this.
wow.
I'm done with all these coincidences. You know it. Since we've been out there.
That's why I was saying quiet. I was like,
Gosh, bro. Hold
Yeah.
on. So do you know he coming tomorrow?
where?
See, look at all these coincidences. Buddy Rowe gonna be here tomorrow, and this is who he met locked up.
Get
Here.
out.
And Buddy Rowe,
Yeah.
Mike told me I'll be here tomorrow.
Damn.
This is crazy.
This is a small world.
No, that's crazy.
After
It's crazy.
all.
Go ahead, finish. This is crazy though.
Oh yeah, nah.
It's crazy, though.
You
go
getting
ahead.
good. I got a
Asked you,
question too.
Buddy Rowe. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, all right.
No. Finish.
Buddy
my
Rowe
fault.
asked you. He say Buddy Rowe came and he actually this first time in jail, first time meeting Buddy Rowe, and he asked you, "Do you rap?" And you tell him no. Not really, I don't do that. And he tell you should. What happened after you say that?
I'm just like, like that's what's up. Like I appreciate it. And he was just like, when we jump, like holla at me. And I'm like, but it's jail. Like niggas just be saying
Some
shit.
niggas be talking. You right.
So I'm
Some
just
niggas be
like-
talking.
It's Buddy motherfucking Rowe.
You right.
I'm like, all right, bro, I hear you. Like when we, we'll see what it is when it is. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting out before him. He ended up sitting for a little bit longer. He comes home. I want to say this is like I want to say it's like 2014 at this time because my son actually, yeah, it was 2024. It was 2014 because my first, I want to say my first or second video, my ex-wife is actually pregnant in the video with my son.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I want to say it was either our first or second song, but I hit him up, and it's funny because I think at the time I want to say it was like the Heat and the Spurs,
Okay.
and like the NBA playoffs or the championship or some shit, and we had bets going. So he was like, "I bet you a thing of hair grease, so whatever the Heat gonna win, whatever the Spurs, whatever." And when he ended up coming home, I hit him up, and I'm like, "Yo, I got that." Either way, I lost the bet, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, I know it might not matter, but I'm a man of my word. I got that hair grease for you."
Bruh, you kept that hair grease commitment from jail?
And the
It's
streets?
wild.
I'm like, "Yo, I can still get you."
Which brand? Which hair grease was it?
What's the orange joint?
Oh, the orange.
joint.
Oh, that was the wavy joint. I
Slam
forgot
Jam.
what the orange
You
joint
said
was.
Slam Jam? Is that what is it?
It was orange and it had the black man face. It was like a black
when you
man's
popped up-
face.
I know exactly what you're talking
Like, oh,
about.
that's not
Yeah, it was. I was like, "Yo, I got the hair grease. You still need that?" And he's
Boy,
like,
kept
"Yeah."
his word.
Bitch, I'm Buddy.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Motherfucking
saying?
Rowe. Born in
So-
85, been in Texas 84.
All of that. You know what I'm
That
saying?
nigga. That's
So-
dope. So,
One before
All right.
he go there. Did Buddy Rowe keep his word? Did he give you the song? We gotta know.
yes.
We gotta know. Did you get the song? What
Yeah.
happened?
I hit him up. I hit him about the hair grease, and I was like, what's up with the studio and all that?" And he's like, "Yo, I'm up here Shout out to Trey Plus. It was Trey Plus' studio actually.
He had
at
the
the
studio.
time.
Oh,
I know
so he
Trey
kept
Plus
his word.
too.
Yeah.
So he
Damn,
kept his
small
word.
world.
Yeah, he was like,
Shout out to Buddy Roll, boy.
yeah, he was like, send me the beat. We'll figure it out.
God, just that quick. Start
Yeah.
working.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
That's when we did Threats. That was the I want to say that was the first song I recorded, and I remember I was tripping because I'm trying to like memorize. Like I didn't, because growing
Oh,
up.
my bad. Wait a minute. The first song you recorded was with Buddy Roll.
Yeah.
Ever?
That's kind of
Yeah.
special, bro. Your music
Seriously?
career.
Yeah.
And this is crazy. His music career is just like how everything just.
What?
Bro, what are you talking about? From jail, you brushing your teeth. He's washing his face, brushing his teeth. He asks you, did you rap? A year later, you get out. You bring the hair grease back up. And I ain't forgetting that. You bring the hair grease back
Right.
up. You ask him about a track and send him a beat right there. That's the first song you did.
That was the first
Bro,
joint.
that's
we
a
did.
crazy
It
story.
was with,
So were
That's
you
crazy.
always like writing
crazy.
beforehand, or was it off the top, even that moment?
It's actually funny because like I would write, but I was never like recording. Like I was.
Okay.
The older I got, it was for me. It was more like
Wow.
So I like The Sopranos, right? Like TV show
yeah.
and Tony go see the psychiatrist and all that.
Yeah.
So I was real big on not letting people know how I felt. So I would learn like little techniques where they were like, just write down how you feeling. But in my notebooks, it would technically it was poems, but you could put like a beat to it. So I was just like, if I felt away, I'm not gonna go talk to my parents. I'm not gonna go talk to my homies.
So you're just
like,
journaling your emotions.
yeah. So I would just
That's
write down,
fire.
like,
You
yo,
got that from The Sopranos.
yeah.
That's
because it was
That's
I want to
deep.
say it was like
That's
season
deep.
3. I think it was like season 3 where she asked Tony like, did you bring your notebook? And he's like, no. So
That's wild. That's
Yeah.
lit. That's lit, bro. That's lit,
So-
bro. Shout out to that.
hell yeah. So tell me about the Nipsey Hussle experience, the moment. What's going on? What happened there?
all right. So fast forward. At this point, I'm full head of steam. I'm going. I'm moving.
Right.
This was probably
Moving like in the streets or music.
Nah, this at this point, I'm every day. I'm writing. I'm looking at beats. I'm listening.
nice.
I'm writing. I got.
So what year like is this?
I want to say this is like, cause I remember we did shout out to Eddie Taylor. We did we shot the video for Dark Side. I want to say this was 2015, cause I remember the night before
Eddie
I left.
Taylor Films.
Yeah,
I've heard of that name. I think I've met him too. So this
Yeah.
is local people that's been.
he shot the Threats video.
Wow.
That's the one with you and Buddy Roll.
With Buddy
Yeah,
Roll. I
yeah.
think
So
I've
y'all
seen
ended
that
up
doing a
video.
video too?
That's why I
That's
think I
crazy.
saw you because of
That's
that
crazy.
video.
Yeah, that's my man's. Yeah. So
What?
It's crazy.
I don't even remember.
Ace
how we met.
DeNiro. Wait, you weren't you on the list of like the top 50 if we did for Amped Up Live in like 2018? I put that list together and I knew you before I even
This
knew
man,
you.
his presence is already blessed. It's
Whoa, you
Fire.
were nominated like by a lot of people
I
already.
appreciate that. I didn't even know that.
Damn, yeah.
2018, like I
Doesn't
said, my
stop.
mom, I wasn't
Doesn't
even.
stop.
It was
Yeah.
2018, yeah.
Shout out to y'all for
So
that.
you just
know what I'm
finding
saying?
out the number, man. Come on, bro. It
Yeah, I
doesn't
didn't even know.
stop.
I have to send. I have to
It
put that in
doesn't
there.
stop, bro. That's crazy. That's nice.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Just found out. It's crazy. It's a fire episode.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So yeah, tell us about so you were already in deep into the music.
Yeah, because when I did Dark Side, because at this point, I was kind of like following behind Lil Wayne, where he was just jumping on other rappers' beats and smoking them. So I was trying that approach. Like, I was also into battle rap. So, like, my style was kind of a mixture of battle rap, DMX, and just being gritty and just honest. So, we did Dark Side, and I remember I'm in New York City, and I remember my man's messaged me. It was like, yo, you made it to This Is 50's like top 10 videos of the week or whatever with Dark Side. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. So now I'm like in my old hood, and I'm for the people that are still around, I'm like, yo, I'm rapping now, whatever, boom, boom, boom. I'm doing this rap thing. And I just kept going full force with it every day. I'm trying to write, I'm trying to record, I'm trying to buy beats, I'm this and that. My sister put me on Nipsey, I want to say 07,
Right.
08. Because I remember, like I said, my sister's, like, she went to Clark Atlanta University for music broadcasting, music production and all that. So she would always send me pictures of all the rappers coming to the studio and all the rappers coming to the radio station. Shit, I remember one time she was just in the mall and she's like, yo, guess who I'm here with? I'm like, who? She's like, Wale. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm trying to freestyle for Wale. And he's like, oh, yo, bro, I got to go catch a flight, bro. And I'm just like, oh, all right, cool. So she put me on Nipsey years ago. She put me on Hustle in the House. She's like, you ever heard of Nipsey Hussle? And I'm like, who that? She's like, he's this kid from California. They saying he's like the next Snoop Dogg. And I turn the video on, and he come out. I'm coming straight out of Slauson, a young named Nipsey. I turned up in the 60s, and I'm just like, I don't know who this is, but this is, I like this.
Yeah.
Bullets ain't got no name. Driving the shooter. I'm the driver and the shooter. Who the fuck is you? And I'm hearing all that, and I'm like, yo, this kid, I like this guy. So, like, I'm doing the whole rap thing. I'm rapping, whatever. I'm jumping on beats. And then I'm starting to find Nipsey's instrumentals. What was my one joint Eddie shot? Oh, man, I can't even think of the name right now. But I know I started off, I was like, it's crazy because people tell me that's one of their favorite joints. I was like, as I gaze out the window of this trap house, just hear the instrumental fade off and black out. The verse came in, I have to look when I back out. But I still look, like I was just like every other beat was just a Nipsey beat. And my first mixtape was called Dark Side. That one featured like actual, like, that's when I started to learn like you can't just release music without ownership or titleship of the beat.
Right.
So
how did you get flagged or something?
Yeah, like people were telling me like, yo,
like you're gonna get
this mixtape stuff is cool. Like if you want to do mixtapes, that's cool. You want to make money.
You can't profit off of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're like, it's cool that you can rap, but if you trying to like make a career out of this, you gotta learn the business side.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So we do Dark Side. That does numbers. I want to say that was like 2014. Then like 2015, that's like I said, things are starting to move, and then I'm at this point, I'm not selling the music. I'm just trying to rap on beats just so I can get more content out there.
Right.
So boom, I'm doing all these Nipsey beats, this and that, and then I dropped the Dak Prescott mixtape, and this is when I first like started to really do the social media things. So now I'm on Twitter, and DJ VIP reached out to me. I didn't know who he was at the time. I'm like, I don't know who this kid is. He messaged me and he's like, yo, bro, I really like the album. You know, I think it's really cool what you doing. You know, I'd like to work with you. And I'm just like,
who reached out?
DJ VIP.
Okay.
He was Nipsey's
For y'all
tour
who don't
DJ
know.
Got you.
For y'all who don't know.
Yeah, so I'm studying on him. I'm like, all right, just some white boy, whatever, cool.
Wait, I missed how he heard you. Like,
I dropped a mixtape. It was called Dak Prescott.
Yeah, right.
So I'm rapping on that.
But where did you release it at? This
is back when I think it was like you had live mixtapes. You had Dat Piff.
Oh my God!
That Piff. Oh, I forgot about that Piff.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was because back then.
What year? That's why I think you didn't answer for me. Maybe 2008.
Dak Prescott. Nah. It was way after. I want to say Dak Prescott was probably like 15 or 16.
13. Okay, yes,
maybe?
right. I remember using that Piff in 2013, 14.
Yeah, because Dark Side, I remember that was my Christmas gift to myself. I dropped that like right before Christmas 2014.
Right.
And then that's when it started to gain traction.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then that's when I started doing the whole social media thing and Instagram and Twitter, and my cousin was trying to put me on Twitter because he's younger, so he trying to put me on. Shout out to my cousin Julian.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, man, you gotta get on Twitter. That's where it's at. That's where you can really move around. So I dropped the link. I'm dropping links everywhere, and then that's when DJ VIP hit me up, sent me the inbox. And he was like, yo, I'm really liking what you're doing. I think what we did for Nip, we could do for you. And I'm like, Nip? Like Nipsey Hussle? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, I ain't hearing this nigga. Like, you just trying to get some bread out of me. I ain't hearing what you talking about.
Where did he message you through?
Twitter.
Twitter. You,
I guess
say
it's
that.
X now.
X. Yeah,
but,
yeah. What was your username?
What was it? Brooklyn Bandit or Ace? Ace.
That's a good question.
That's
I like
crazy.
that one.
You never know.
I want to say it was B
That's
Bandit.
fire.
I think it was like B Bandit 718 because this is when I was starting to transition because I was kind of like, all right, like they know the sound, but now like let's switch it up. So I was kind of trying to rebrand before I even took off.
Gotcha.
So
So you thinking, okay, Nip?
yeah, so I'm like, that sound good, but anybody gonna get money out of a young kid that's trying to get on. I'm not stupid.
Right.
So I'm just dropping music, and I'm like, yeah, son, is it cool? No, that's what I said. I said, is it cool if I send you my music, my tape? And he was like, I already heard it. That's why I reached out.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So boom, I'm still doing music. I'm recording, I'm freestyling, I'm rapping, I'm doing videos. Basic Instinct, that's the song. I did a freestyle to Basic Instinct, and then I get a FaceTime from VIP, and he's just like, it's him. Because at this point we're in communication. So I get a FaceTime from VIP, and he's just, this you? And I'm like, of course this is me. And then he moved the camera, and then I see Nipsey in the back, and I'm like, I'm not even excited. I'm like, I'm about to get sued. They gonna want 100 million. I ain't got it. I don't know what's about to happen.
That's crazy.
I done played myself. I'm glad I ain't sell this. All right, let's get this over with. And he was just like, yeah, man, what's your name? Like, where you from? I'm feeling your style. I'm feeling your music and all this and that. And I'm like, bro. Appreciate that. I love your music too. Like, I kind of model myself after you. And he was like, that's what it is.
Yes.
And we just kept in contact. And he was just like, yo, whenever you ready to come out here and we want to work, we can work. So I'm like, all right, cool. But at the same time, like I said, I just had my child.
Right.
So it was like, okay, go be a rapper or go be a parent.
Yeah. So
it was just like, right now it's not the best time for me, bro. Like, I do appreciate the offer, and trust me, I am gonna make it out there at some point. We'll make it out there. We gonna all money in. I was gonna get the tattoo and all that. I was already. And then I just stuck around and trying to raise little man. Me and his mom was going through it, so that's when the music kind of started to falter. Because it was like, music is cool and all that, but I ain't making no money off of this. So I got to do a real life now.
Understood.
And a kid, you know what I'm saying? Before it was it's just me and her, and I'm just making music. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on. But once I started getting the actual opportunities, it's like, well, I got my little man now, and I understand these opportunities could help him. But the mind frame I was in at the time, I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, she wasn't down to come with me. She was just kind of like, nah, like, this was the plan. This is what we gonna do. So I was just like, all right. So things didn't work out. Nipsey ended up passing. So it was just a lot of different things. R.I.P. to the God.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So a lot of things just transpired over time to where I'm just like, I don't even know no more. Like, that didn't work. This rap shit ain't working. Like, I'm just gonna go back to what I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else I'm gonna do? I can't just sit here and not provide. So, yeah, man. So that's why when you asked earlier, like, what am I doing today? I'm still just trying to survive. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. But you are creating. You're making music.
Yeah, I'm doing what I'm doing here and there. It's just the older I got and the more I started learning about the business aspect of it.
Yeah.
That's when like the love kind of started falling out. Like I started seeing, so like I'm saying, I'm from New York, so I'm growing up listening to the Rockefeller. I'm growing up listening to D Block. I'm Dipset and all this and that. Right. Now we all grown up, so now you find out them niggas wasn't even fucking with each other. Them niggas was doing bad business. He was doing bad business. So I'm just like, damn, son, like everything. Like I called it years ago. Like everything to me is like wrestling. Like none of this stuff is real. It's like, it looks good on TV. It looks good.
You're right.
But then when you find, that's what I say, you never want to meet your idols. Like, I started running into people, and I started meeting people, and I'm just like, dog, like, I don't know if I want to do this music thing anymore. Y'all ain't what or who I thought y'all were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I come from men of respect. I come from respect. I come from values. And y'all seem like y'all just sell out for $1. Y'all just gonna do some weird stuff for anything.
Yeah.
I'm just not with that. So I really just had to sit back, and it was really like, yo, I gotta put my life first before I gotta put my son's life first before anything else. So it's like, I just kind of felt like I was running out of options. Music was changing. Streaming was like the new live mixtapes, and all these mixtape sites is gone now. Dat Piff and.
But yeah, so with all that being said, what's an advice I guess you would give to somebody that's like in their 20s, a male that's in a position where he's trying to get out of the streets to, survive?
I mean, in all honesty, everybody's situation is different. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes come from money and choose the streets. Other people didn't have an option. The best way I could look at it is, bro, like, you got to put yourself first. Like, you got to really weigh your options. Like, you got to really try to sit back and think and focus on what you want out of life. Because at the end of the day, when you go away, niggas ain't going to hold it down like you think they will. And if you gang or this or that, the things you got to do while you in there, like, you got to ask yourself if you ready for that. Like, it's cool when you see it on TV. Like, it's cool when you hear the stories, but you got to ask yourself, like, inside, like, is that you? Is that really you? Are you really down for this? I know dudes that was doing 1 to 3, doing dumb shit. Our niggas is doing 20, might never come home. You know what I'm saying? I know a nigga, he was 5. He had like 5 years. Nigga tried him in the shower, poked him up. Niggas never come home. We doing life now. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, and then, like I said, you got dispensaries now, fentanyls everywhere. Drugs ain't even drugs no more. The game ain't the game no more.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
The streets ain't like. That's what I'm saying. You got the internet, you got AI, you got this, you got that, and it really don't take much. You get an LLC with a couple $100. Y'all boys is walking around with $1,200 sneakers. Y'all walking around with $30,000 cars. Y'all got $20,000 dogs.
Sure.
You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
It don't take nothing to open up a food truck. It don't take nothing to start an advertisement business. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you are truly good at, whatever you can start a podcast. You know what I'm saying? You could do whatever. You could do, what is that, auto monetization. You get the AI and you just write a story, had Chat GPT write the story for you, put the video to it. That don't cost nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, it's like they've been saying, yo, streets is dead, bro. Like,
It's over with. Yeah,
the
it's
streets
over
is
with.
dead. Like, if the streets was still a thing, nobody would be doing what they're doing legally.
You right.
You
You
understand
right.
me?
You right.
Yeah, man.
Love that. So if, anyone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, where could they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Ace DeNiro, Ace, ACEDENIRO 718, Instagram. Like I said, Twitter, I think it's B Bandit. I'm not really
use it. So,
I'm not really
we're not
huge
gonna
on
use
social media like
Yeah.
that. So the best way you can contact me, Instagram, Facebook, you can catch me at Ace DeNiro.
Are we expecting any music from you or anything coming up?
Yeah, I got a couple joints in the cut.
Okay.
I'm older now. It's different now. Like we said, we not in our 20s no more. We not rapping about Dracos.
Right.
Throwing money and all this and that. Save all the money you can while you BSing. You know what I'm saying? While you playing.
Facts.
Y'all better start saving and stop spending. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only going to get harder. So.
Yes. But
Word.
I definitely want to thank you for pulling up, showing some
Appreciate
love.
you.
Definitely was a
Ace DeNiro. Yes, sir,
Yes,
Ski.
great episode and very insightful and just, filling. So
Appreciate you.
definitely an OG out here from New York to Miami or Broward.
They used to call me Harlem because I'm a globetrotter. I'm
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Love it. Well, thank you so much. And thank you guys for
Happy,
tuning
man.
in.
Yes, sir.
Later.
Peace.
Yup.
Hey.